is Chant Yoder. I joined Level Up. It would have been October-ish, I believe. It's it's been good and it's been bad. So a lot of it has to do with activity on my end. Obviously, when life kind of gets in the way of everything and your activity goes down, you're not going to make as much money as you think you're going to make. So whether it be sickness in the family and all that other stuff going on, I think there was a lot of changes going on in Level Up that were a bit to work through. Overall, I think the program's really revolutionary and kind of where they're taking it. But just kind of being in the middle of the changes that were happening to make sure that things still went smoothly was a lot. So, um, good and bad. One thing I found definitely compared to what I used to run is when you when you bring on the idea of pushing the living benefits. Golly, my brain, it's early, 6 a.m. When you bring on the idea of pushing living benefits uh as a perk or a selling point to what it is, obviously it's special compared to just traditional life insurance. I got a lot of sick people, a lot of people with cancer, a lot of people who had just had strokes. So a lot of the business that I did write was all guaranteed issue, which is great. I love helping people, but profitability wise was nowhere near what it needed to be. And it's just part of it, when unfortunately people don't really think a lot of things through. So they're like, oh, I can get money for cancer, heart attack, and stroke. I just had one of those. Let me see if I can get coverage. I really need that. So, which we can help a lot of people, and we'll put plans in place for that. When I really looked back on the business that I did do, it was a lot greater percentage than I expected in that realm. But as well, you mix in things like advanced markets and IULs and tax-free retirement and all that kind of stuff, which does tend to make up for it. You just got to make sure that you're writing good business so that business goes through, or obviously you don't get paid on it. So automatic text. So the way they Javon and Betsy has set up like the automatic texting, um, and the actual like the words and the marketing that they used in those, phenomenal. Like that's their background. So their wording, their kind of bringing people back in, absolutely great, which I do love and I appreciate they have that background so they know what they're doing when they're re-engaging with clients and dripping on them and stuff like that. Just it was mostly Sam AI. If I didn't shut Sam AI off fast enough, and somebody replied, they would get. I had it text somebody 7 times in the matter of 30 minutes, and it was all almost the same text, but it would change a little bit, and it just like bing 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 bing, bing and it shot them a bunch, and they were not happy. But it's just it's part of using new technology and things like that. So I had a good experience with the automations and sort of not necessarily a bad experience, but a learning experience. So it was good. There was in the middle of this one, there was a lot of updates. I know a lot more updates than even the previous. I think I'm like the I don't know, fourth, fifth cohort or so to join. So there was a lot of updates being had. They went to the point system. I I would recommend for people who are really serious about making it in insurance. I do recommend the program in a sense because the whole idea of being able to finance your leads and push. If you're like, hey, I'm going to give this a shot, eh, don't do it. Like it's not the right program for you. But if you're serious, like, hey, I'm going to make an investment, I'm going to follow Finney. I'm going to do the coaching. Like you need to show up for that's like the number one thing that I can say is half of what you're paying for. The leads are great and you're financing them, but half of what you're paying for is the coaching. Justin Finney is world class coaching from a sales standpoint and also from a performance standpoint. And you need to show up on the calls and you need to do the accountability, and it will work for you. Now, obviously, life can get in the way and things of that nature and all that sort of stuff. It was a little bit tricky during the holidays, I found as well. I had the automations going out on Christmas, and that was not making some people happy. So little updates can still be had there, but overall, I think the program, it really is revolutionary. There's nothing else like it in the insurance, I mean, really in sales, being able to finance your leads. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Perfect.
If you're serious, jump in. If this is a part-time gig, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. That it's just like you need to make sure like this is a 100% commitment, and to make sure that the schedule of Justin Finney's trainings and his coaching and everything, you need to make sure that that not only lines up with your schedule, but that you schedule around it. Like you got to be on the calls. Like it really did make the difference when I was working with the accountability and the coaching. I made a lot of friends, a lot of agents that either, from my IMO and other IMOs within the program that were reaching out saying, "Hey, I'm having some success. You look like you're having some success. Let's partner up. We can do role playing, we can do training, we can do whatever it is. What we can jump on dial sessions outside of it. Really leverage the system that you have. If you don't, it won't work for you. I can guarantee it 100%. If you don't use what Finney's doing and push through, then this is probably not the program for you."